Hello students, today in this video we'll see what is searching. Searching is the process of finding some particular element in the list. If the element is present in the list, then the process is successful and the location of the element is written. Otherwise, search is unsuccessful. It means that whenever I need to find any element in the list, the process is called as searching, and if the particular element is found, then we'll get the result that element is found, and the index or location of the element is written as a result. If the element is not found, then we'll get a result that element is not present in the list and search is unsuccessful. There are two types of searching. One is linear search and another is binary search. Both the technique uses different types of implementation. So in this video we are going to discuss linear search. There are two results of searching. Element is found, search is successful, or element is not found, search is unsuccessful. Now let us discuss linear search. Linear search is a simplest search algorithm. It is also called as a sequential search. It means that the element which you are searching is searched sequential in the list. The element which you are comparing or the element which you are finding in the list is compared with each and every element of the list, starting from the first element. And if that particular search key is found in the list, then you will get a result that search is successful. Otherwise, you will get a result that search is unsuccessful. So the element which you are finding or searching is compared sequentially with each and every element of the list. That's why it is called as sequential. Now how we are going to implement it? As we have to traverse each and every location, so we are going to use for loop for it. So your search key, the key which you are finding is normally referred as search key. So this key is compared with each and every element of the list. If the match is found, then the index of the element is written as an output that your key is found at so and so location. If the key is not matched till the end of the list, then you will get a result as -1. That it means that key is not found. Now here we'll see one example how linear search work. So here you can see that there is an array with the name x contains 5 elements 2, 4, 0, 1, 9, where the first element is stored at the 0th location and the last element is stored at the 4th location, and your search key is 1. That means 1 number is the key which you are finding in the list, whether that 1 is present in the list or not. So in first iteration I can say my search key is compared with the 0th location of the array, means first element of the list. So I am finding value 1 and at the first location there is value 2 is present. So my key is not matched with that element. So here I am going to move ahead to the next location. So in the next location, in the next iteration, my search key is compared with first element of the second element of the list stored onto the second position, stored onto the first position. Second element of the list stored onto the first position. So here the value 4 is present. Again my search key is not matched with this value. So search goes ahead. Now my search key is compared with the third element of the list. So at this index 0 is stored. Again my search key is not matched with this element. Again search proceeds. Now here when I reach to the third location, that means actual fourth value, so 1 is stored at this location and I am searching 1. That means 1 is matched with 1. So here I will get a result that my element is found, key is present at the third location. So if search key is 1, then you will get a result as element found. If your search key is not 1, if your search key is 10, 7, then this particular element is not in the list. So in that case your search goes till the last element and it doesn't found the match, so it will print that element is not found. So this is the algorithm that we have to follow for executing linear search. So initially the position is -1. Whenever the element is found, here we can store any other value in position. You can store 1 or any other value if the element is found. Then we have to iterate a for loop starting with 0 to the last location, that is n. N is nothing but the size of the, or we can say n is nothing but the number of elements of the array. So here your key is compared with each and every location of the array. If the condition is true, if a of I is equal to key, then the value of I is stored into position. That means the location is stored into position, and here we can print the position. If position contains -1, that means if condition is never true, I can say, then in that case position stores -1. So here you will get a result that value is not present in the array. If your key is not matched with any of the element in the array, then at the end you will get the result that element is not found. So the complexity of this algorithm is time complexity. In base case it is big O1, in average case it is big O n, and in worst case it is big O n. There are some advantages and disadvantages of linear search. In advantages, I can say that it is simple and easy to implement a method. It works for both sorted and unsorted types of list. It is very efficient if the size of the list is small, and it can be implemented for array as well as linked list. So these are some advantageous points. There are some disadvantageous points also. It is expensive for larger data size. It means that if your data size or if there are more elements in the list, and if your search key is stored at the end of the list, then it require more time for the execution. So the time complexity is proportionate to n, I can say, in that case. So these are some disadvantages. Thank you. We'll see one more example over here. So here there is an array 10, 20, 50, 29 and 40, and I want to find 29 in the list. So my search key is compared with the 0th location of the array. Here there is a value 10. Now 10 is not equal to 29, so I'll go to next step. So here I have compared with the value, so number of comparison is 1. Now in the next step, compare the key with x of 1 location, that means the second value in the array. It contains 20, so x of 1 is 20 over here. 20 is not equal to 29. Go to next step, and the comparison is increased by 1, so comparison is 2 now. Now in the next step, compare the key with x of 2, that means the third element. So 50 is stored over here. Now 50 is not again with 29, it doesn't match with 29. Again go to next step, so comparison is increased by 1. Now in the next step, search key is compared with x of 3. Now x of 3 contains 29, so your search key is also 29 and x of 3 is also 29. So here match is found. So here you are going to print the location of 29. Your result is the location of the value. So here the result is 3 over here, that your search key is found at third location. So you will get a result like this: search key is found at third location, search is successful. And at the end you can also print the number of comparison required to search the element, which is nothing but 4. Thank you.